Welcome to it again. It's SetFM Radio and TV. It's the chit chat, catching up with a couple of people from different walks of life, industry players, movers and shakers. Everybody who's doing amazing things, and obviously for a purpose.
Oh yeah, sure. Why not?
Just like my brother, man.
Uh-huh.
It's for a reason that we're here, and yeah, man, let's catch up. Purpose. You're here for a purpose.
Oh yeah, sure.
Funny enough, when I actually, dug deep to say, you call yourself Purpose.
Oh yes.
So maybe you can just briefly run us through how a purpose came into a purpose.
I think to start with, thank you so much for hosting me.
Mm-hmm.
I think to start with, I believe there's power in naming.
Okay.
Okay. So when you look at the biblical concepts where you name a child by a certain name and you expect a child to have those traits, those characteristics. So I thought, why can't I be purpose? Because I believe in purpose. Everything happens for a purpose.
Exactly.
We are here for a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
You start your day for a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of wisdom attached to starting your day purposed.
Yeah.
You're going to go for work for a purpose.
For a purpose.
So basically, everything around your life is
Yes.
going to be purposed.
Yeah.
So now the question is, what are you doing the right thing? Are you doing the wrong thing? I think
Okay.
it makes it easier for me to know how I run about on my day-to-day activities.
Okay.
I need to know how my day is going to start.
Mhm.
Why am I doing this? Why is this happening? For a purpose? Okay, that's my name.
Signature.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Awesome stuff, man. I believe that you've really mastered the art very well, and coming from how you set your tone. Why music, man? If I tell you, gladly you're watching, so you can actually see Purpose halfway. But this guy looks like one of those people that are just after this interview, I'm actually having a quick meeting, even though it's a Saturday. Why music, man? You look like a serious corporate guy, brother.
Oh yeah, thank you so much. Well, for starters, I'm a banker, stroke
There you go.
accountant.
I don't miss the shoots, brother. I don't miss the shoots. Okay.
I'm a banker, stroke accountant by profession. I've majored into marketing.
Mm.
So basically, I believe how you look really matters.
Mhm.
I know there's some people that tell you, I know it doesn't really matter how you look, but sometimes it's easy for you to get connected. It's easy for you to find that connection based on how you present yourself.
Exactly.
Presentation, first impression is very important.
Mhm.
So, I look the way I look
Mhm.
for a purpose.
Ah, nice, man. Everything Purpose. Awesome stuff, man.
Oh, yeah.
And appreciate the fact that you would actually tell us, the other side of who you are. Because I've had time with people on this platform that I've just said, I can't really mention what I do right now because we're live on TV and radio. But it's impressive to see that, music really carries a lot of weight in different lives, and music will still be that universal language, man.
Oh, yes.
Tell us about your journey, man.
Oh, yes.
How did it happen? How
My-
did it seriously happen?
My journey has been quite interesting. I started music sometime back in 2007, the time the PJs, the B-Flows were starting, the BBD.
Yeah,
The time they were
homicide.
starting, I think B-Flow is a colleague. Times when we'd get on the same taxi or going to Unza just to perform. That's the period that B-Flow, you look at the Chika Lupupa,
Yeah.
that's the period. Also Oscillation by Kevin Studios. That was the season that I was actually there. But what diverted, I was actually working hand in hand with Jen Osborne. The time she
nice.
was running African Lounge.
Nice.
Somewhere in Chilenge, somewhere there. So we would do the warming up of the stage. We used to do traditional. A lot
Nice.
of dancing was involved.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm a good dancer.
Nice.
So from there, I write music and I sing. I'm on a male version type.
Oh, nice.
So for my journey was hiccuped up and down for a reason because of my career.
Yeah.
So I moved from I think during that period when we were pushing with the PJs and the like, the PJs blew, their season was happening and everything. I got my job into the banking system. Like I mentioned, I'm a banker by profession.
Yeah.
I got employed by certain bank. I think I won't mention for a
Yeah.
reason. I got employed by certain bank. Then after joining the banking sector, I was actually transferred to a town where there was literally no studio, no.
Oh.
So my music career was on hold like for 5 years.
Woo.
So I diverted into something else now. just trying to run around and see how best I would market for my organization.
Yeah.
That's what made me like dive it. But now that I've been in and out of Lusaka, you go to certain areas deep from job to job.
Yeah.
I think it's been shaky. But this time around, I thought, why can't I push and make it possible? I've been around for the past 2 years in Lusaka, so I'm trying to push in my passion for music, push in. Like I mentioned, my name is Purpose. I want to put out good music that is going to be purposed. I want to have that positive influence on the audience.
Yeah.
I want, if I'm going to talk about love, I'm going to talk about facts. If I want to talk about, if it's going to be gospel, I want to just basically...
Real life situation.
I want to be that motivation. I'm looking forward to a situation when somebody looks at me and says, I'm looking up to you. I wish I was you.
Okay.
Not only because you are there with the music or maybe you've blown up and no. I want somebody to learn something from me.
Okay.
I want somebody to be motivated. If you talk of addictions, alcohol addiction, how do you fight addictions? I've been there. So I feel like music is the right platform for me to reach out to somebody out there to tell them, hey, hang on, it's never too late. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. I feel music can be the right is the right platform for me to be able to communicate to somebody who's in a Solwezi, even if I'm in Lusaka, if I'm going to do that song, if I'm going to do that interview, if I'm going to meet that person face to face. I feel this is the right path for me.
Awesome stuff. In case you're just watching right now, you're joining us, I'm talking to Purpose on SNFM Radio and TV. Yes, the catch up, and obviously every Saturday we dive into conversations with different movers and shakers of the industry and get to dive into that conversation. So, very brief, information you've actually given us, brother. You are really offloading the right information. One thing I would really want to dive in is you're a soulful person. What genre are you?
I'm more on the mellow
vibes.
Yes, mellow vibes.
Okay.
Yes.
Mellow vibes is in the Joe Thomas, the Mainza
The
Chipenzi.
Mainza, a sort of version.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Rapping is not for me, but I can collaborate. With,
Okay. Let's test your mind in a while. Soulful is nice. Soulful is still popping, and there's quite a fusion of everything now. We've seen how Afrobeats has taken over. We've seen how all these elements are coming into place. Any three soulful, nice, vibey artists you're listening to local?
Roberto.
Okay, cool. Your shout outs to Robeezy.
Roberto is my favorite. Apart from Roberto, there's Driamo. He's also
Nice.
Yeah, Roberto, Driamo. A bit of some when you move to the rap, the hip hop Chef 187 is my favorite.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome stuff. Purpose, let's talk about the body of work that you've actually put out. 5 years apart, you're back.
Yeah.
What projects do you have at the moment so far so good?
So far so good. I'm just working on several projects. I'm collaborating with. I should be working. I communicated with Jerry Fingers. I think I should be doing something anytime soon.
Big shout out to Jerry Fingers, legend.
V-Sharp, Kevin Studios. Then there's Excelion somewhere in mass media. So we're pushing 1 or 2 projects. But there's TC from the Copper Belt, where I did most of my projects.
Okay.
So we're looking at for starters. I have a good number of songs, but we're looking at maybe a target of maybe a 13-track album.
Nice.
Yes.
So there's an album coming out.
Oh yes.
Okay,
Sure.
so are you flooding up the scene with a little bit of singles just to give it a little bit of hype?
Yes.
Okay.
So I just have 1 or 2 singles that I thought, okay, let me start with this.
Okay.
Looking at the occasion. Today is Valentine's, so I thought, okay, what video? What are we looking at? We're looking at maybe just appreciating a woman. So I picked just one song just that can.
Awesome
video
stuff.
that we did.
All right. So there's a video out. I know that DJ Sky in the background mentioned about that video. Who shot the video?
Mr. Lee.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Chen Lee.
Oh, Chen Lee. So
Yes.
funny enough is I was doing something at some studio in Matero, and we actually spoke about Chen Lee.
Okay.
We actually watched a little bit of what he's been doing.
He's very
Shout outs
creative. Yeah.
to him. He's doing the most. He plays around with the drone and the
Oh
light.
yes.
His magic.
Yeah,
Shout outs
yeah.
Chen Lee, you're doing the most. Bro, you've seen how audio and visual is like paired in this time of life.
Okay.
Things have changed.
Oh yes.
People need to see who's behind the music. Why is visual work important to you as an artist as well?
I think visual is basically going to represent your creativity in the first place. If you're going to have a dream, you need to have a vision. When you have a vision,
Yeah.
you need to bring it out there to the people.
Mhm.
So I think visual is very important, very cardinal.
Okay.
If you're going to do your music, if you're going to do your song, your script is right, bring it into play.
Mhm.
Visual plays a very, 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 very big role because you're now like bringing out every dream that you had inside of you.
Yeah.
It's like every one of us is incredible. I know if you've watched the movie Incredible,
Yeah.
let me just interpret my interpretation for that movie. Okay, it's where this humble guy is going to be provoked. So there's always something that is provoked out of you to show the different side of you. So visual is something that starts inside of you with an idea, but you need to show what you are thinking, what you are imagining. So this time around, when you look at the visual part aspect of it, people are trying to compete here and there. They have drones that are running around. But the question is, how creative is your producer? How creative is the person behind the visual? How is the quality by the end of the day? Quality has been compromised a lot in the industry because sometimes you want to compare how much you love the song compared to the video. So just because you love the song,
Then
you
you
feel the
expect-
video is okay. Okay, that's why we now have platforms that are like the Born and Bred and all those awards that will come in and just to elaborate further, just to strike that difference. Say this is good, this is okay, this has got room for improvement. So visual is playing a very big role, especially where ideas and creativity is concerned in the industry.
Awesome stuff.
Sure.
So you mentioned 13 tracks incoming.
Oh yes.
How many producers are on the album? How many features do you have?
So far so good. I'm still there. The couple of the other projects that I'm still working on. I'm looking at one or two. It's a surprise. One or two features that I think I'm looking at 4 features.
Okay.
Yes. Most of the songs I just did single. I was just alone. But I have 2 brothers that I'm just there's Candyman and Slim.
Ah, nice.
Yes.
Shout out Slim, shout out Candyman.
So my brothers are like in a different. They do different genres. You find TC is the ragga version type. Slim is the rap type. So we've blended in as a family to say, okay, let's see how best we can make. But I'm also looking for what. I've already made my contacts right, my connections. I think I'm looking forward to do a bit of some features with at least 4 artists.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome stuff. Not bad for an album that's incoming, and I love the fact that your timing is very okay. 2026 looks like it's another hell of a busy year.
Oh yeah.
People are offloading. We are living in a time where people are back to back working and working. You know, back in the years, it used to be maybe a project throughout the month, but now you find that every day there's some new release. You know, competition is quite something else. I know the fact that, there's been a lot of support from the corporate world, coming from the corporate world, in terms of, appreciating the industry, activity, and everything alike. What would be a word in as much as, drumming up support for the Purpose brand from the corporate side of things?
I think from the corporate side of things, I think support. One thing I've noticed, I think with us Africans, to be specific, we underestimate the up and coming.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll give you an example. Here's an artist that has been on the scene for maybe say 10 years, 20 years, he's well known. If we had to link up and I tell him, hey, I'm a writer. You see, from the word go, he's going to underestimate me, even if he doesn't know my writing abilities.
Exactly.
Our friends in the developed countries, you look at America, you look at Neo.
Yeah.
They come, no matter how good the song is going to be, he's going to say, this song was written by Neo, this song was written by. But here we have that pride where you want everything to look like you are the one who's the master behind it. Okay, so I think on that one we're a bit lagging behind because we need to collaborate. I think that's the main reason why you find that most of our legends, some of them we call them legends, but this time around you find he's the one that wants to feature in, he's the one that wants to. The reason being is very simple. underestimating somebody when you don't know what
Yeah.
potential they have.
Yeah.
If I come to you and say, hey, I know you are the musician X, I know you've been in the industry for so many years, but I'm a writer. You don't know how much I can revamp your music back on the scene. So instead of underestimating, give me a try. I get to see how much I can put in, and by the end of the day, the corporate world also plays a very, very big role. We're supporting events when we have the awards and
Don't you feel there's a bit of favoritism at the moment?
we're marketing. Of course, I think for the corporate world, they look at the current state of affairs.
Okay.
From a marketing point of view, you go with what is happening.
Okay. Pay attention. Pay attention. Purpose is saying something real.
You go
Yeah.
for what is happening.
Happening.
Though,
Okay.
what is happening is going to be on the higher side in terms of expenses. It's going to be expensive.
Yeah.
There's a cost attached to it. Okay? So that's why you need that branding. You need to have that self-branding where you need to know how to associate with the corporate world. If you're going to make yourself extra available, like every advert you want to be there, just because you want every billboard you want to be there. By the end of the day, there are consequences behind that. Okay, for example, this season, if maybe say my firm, so maybe where I'm working, the organization, they say, oh, Mr. People, since you're the head of marketing and sales, we are looking at, we want to promote our product. Which artist do you think is the right person to do this? Obviously, you know who's going to be the first person on the mind, who's going to be the most expensive, then the list, just like that. So it's about what is happening, who's happening at the moment.
Okay.
Yes. It's actually called favor. When you talk about abundance, what is abundance? Abundance is where I am blessed, so everything I touch moves, meaning it flows. Everything around me, when I touch it happens. When I touch it happens, so I have to come with a cost. I cannot come in. I can't settle for less.
This guy is speaking now.
I cannot settle for less because when I touch your project, it moves. Right now, if I say, okay, fine, I want to work with your maps. You see, even if I cough in the song, just coughing, now just because there's your maps, it's going to make sense. Why? Because it's season. So I'm tapping into the blessing of the abundance. That's basically what's happening in the marketing world as well.
Nice.
Yes.
This guy is really loading some quality information here. Hopefully you are following as well. Don't forget, this is Sun FM Radio and TV, the chit chat on a Saturday. Yes, it is a special Valentine's Day. Do we have anything for the lovers in the album? I think you mentioned something earlier.
Yes, I have I think a couple of songs that I've been talking about. Maybe just love like the video that we always
get to premiere. Yeah,
we get to play. We're just basically appreciating a woman. Though some women don't get to appreciate Valentine's Day. I don't know how and which year and which dictionary they use. I just don't know how they
oh my God
got hold of the day. It's now theirs, but we appreciate. There's nothing we can do. Funny enough, when you buy a woman a teddy bear that is costing 2,000, she'll be so grateful. If you give her the 2,000 to go and buy the teddy bear, she won't buy.
She won't buy the teddy bear.
Yes, but if as a man you do the other way around, the 2,000 you buy her, let me buy you mealy meal and some radish, she's going to say you didn't do anything for me on Valentine's. So by the end of it, it's just basically appreciating each other. Valentine's is there, yes, it's a lover's day, but love is
every day.
Love is every day.
Awesome stuff, man. Let's break the ice. I don't like to beat about the bush, but I'm super proud of being African, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I think Africa has really stood the test of time. Let's break the ice a little bit. Who are you listening to across the continent of Africa, man? Any 3 or 4 artists?
Across Africa, there's Arista. She's making a lot of sense for me.
Nice.
And then, of course, our own Your Maps.
Maps. Shout out to Maps.
I get a lot of inspiration. I'm so proud of Your Maps. Whatever project he's doing, whatever. I just wish him all the best to go all the way.
Shout out to Your Maps.
Oh, yes.
One time.
And then, Roberto.
Shout out to Real Busy. Yeah.
I've been following Roberto.
Yeah.
You know, Roberto has been very consistent. Consistency is very important.
Yeah. Shout out to Roberto.
Sometimes you might, the world might think you've gone silent, but for those that matter the most, who still know what you're doing in the background.
Yeah.
So I've been following Roberto. I think those are basically
Awesome,
the things
awesome
that are
stuff, awesome
musicians.
stuff.
So good.
All right, Purpose. Listen, I think the digital space has really done a lot of wonders.
Okay.
I've overheard people saying, "Mamuriko manje muchina mwa internet kutumfiani what and what." How are you utilizing the internet space, man? Pushing the craft,
The
making sure that you
internet
reach
space.
ends that felt like they were impossible.
I think this time around in the music industry, we are so lucky. Trust you me, I've been in two different worlds. When, like I mentioned, 207. When we were pushing for music, you push, you want to get on stage, you want to move around with the CD. You cut your music on the CD. The CD is not supposed to be scratched. You keep with
You
care.
just keep it.
By then, we didn't utilize things like a flash disk.
Exactly.
Okay, so when you look at the digital platforms today, where you have the streams, musicians today are very much privileged because you can be seated at home and money is flowing in.
Exactly.
Just a stream, just a view is going to make sense. You have the Facebook platforms, all those platforms that are creating a little bit of something to put on the table.
Yeah.
Sometime back, if you're going to be a musician, if you're going to sing, you need to physically walk, find the DJ at the radio station,
Please
drop the
papata,
CD.
papata.
If you don't have, trust you me.
I once worked at a radio station.
Okay.
And then I joined, so I used to do a night shift, and then when I noticed something, I was like, what? This is what's going on. So I saw this bin in the corner that was jam-packed with CDs.
Yes.
And I'm like, so the people that bring the CDs are assuming that the music is playing,
Oh yeah.
and their CDs are dumped in the bin. It was wild, but anyways, fast forward.
So let me pick it up from there. So here's the thing. Most of the musicians need to understand one thing. I think I'm going to make it biblical, then I drop it back to the music industry. When you say you sow a seed, most of the upcoming artists think you can just walk to a DJ and you expect him to believe in you even if he has never seen you before. You want him to play your music, you want him to push you up there. You need to sacrifice. There's a cost attached to it.
Yeah.
There's his time involved. Of course, yes, he's a DJ. He's got other playlists to do. He's got.
Yeah.
But by the end of the day, we need to scratch each other's backs. You just can't walk and give a DJ a CD and say, hey, play my music.
Yeah.
One day I'm going to take care of you. When I blow. I'm going to take care of you when I blow.
Yeah.
Very few people remember where they're coming from.
Exactly.
And so if there's going to be a DJ, the DJ is basically going to tell you, hey, you know what? Let me have my cut now. The cut that you're talking about, I can have it later.
Yeah.
We need to take care of each other. Appreciation. A token of appreciation.
Exactly.
There's nothing wrong with a token of appreciation. We need to push. You need to, in the marketing world, in the business world, you cannot make profit without capital, without investing. So how do you invest in music? You learn saving methods, how you save money, the little that you have. This saving is going towards my music. You can reserve something for the DJ. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
You can't force somebody to believe in you just and then. I just walk to you and say, hey, believe in me. My music is, I'm going this far. I'm not God for me to determine how far I'm going to go, or somebody to determine how far I'm going to go. It's it's only that season that is going to come, and then you say, oh wow, we thought this guy is not going to go this far, but look at what this guy is putting on the table.
Awesome stuff, man. Purpose speaking right, brother man is really speaking right, and obviously it's a blessing to hear certain sides of how everything works and journeys through life. We live and learn. I believe there's no one man show, man, and there's obviously a part where togetherness will always stand. 2026 is a busy year, man. So we have an album we're expecting from you. What else should people expect, bro?
I think the other thing that people should expect is a lot of motivation from me.
Okay.
Trust me, like I mentioned earlier on, I'm not just going to drop that music. I want to interact with the general public relating to different issues that I've been through before. You talk of divorce, you talk of alcohol, battling with that addiction. I want to be there.
Yeah. Funny thing is, sometimes, especially when you're in the limelight, when people just see you smile, people see you laughing out loud, they assume that your life has been superbly perfect.
Oh yeah.
We all have all these things that we just, gone through in life, and it's by the grace of God that we're here. Man, before we wrap up this conversation, from the marketing side of things, this is something that you digest every day. Why is branding important? Whether you're in the music circles, you're in the sportsman, you are in whatever business circle, why is branding important?
Branding is very important because it creates visibility. Okay, it creates visibility. It creates that confidence.
Okay.
Okay, it shows the sense of availability.
Nice.
I'll give you an example. If I was to introduce a perfume here in Zambia without branding it, without marketing strategies like putting banners, posters, how are you going to know that it's actually there in Zambia? So, if I physically do the branding, basically the importance of branding is just your visibility. It shows determination. It shows your seriousness. It shows your commitment into what you're doing. If I come and tell you, hey, I'm selling these T-shirts, and there's no tag. It's just a plain white T-shirt. How are you going to know if you find it with somebody else that it's actually what was done by me? That's where branding comes in. And you find somebody that will just Pepos. Oh, this T-shirt is branded Pepos. You remember Pepos? Who's Pepos? Okay, so by the end of the day, branding is very, very, very cardinal because it creates visibility, it creates profitability, it creates that sense of localization, that confidence that you are in for it, you are in to stay.
Ah, man.
Oh yeah.
He's deep down, in-dot, marketing guy.
Sure.
All the dots. Supposed to have a pen and paper to jot down certain things. But anyways, this is on record, so definitely we'll get to rewind this. My man, before I let you go, I know that you guys get a little excited, especially when you do your studio sessions.
Oh yeah.
It's a stima halako, we don't really know what happens around that time, but let's exercise some vocals, man. Any 2-3 lines from the latest project that we'll get to premiere later on. And before we get to that, how can people check you out on your socials, bro?
Okay, on the socials for YouTube, I'm using Pepos Z.
Okay.
Pepos space Z.
ZZEE.
Just Z.
Okay.
Yes, Pepos and Z.
Okay.
Yes, for the YouTube.
Z as in ZED or Z?
Just Z. Just
the letter Z.
Pepos then Z. For the YouTube and for Facebook, my manager Sky is still working on the page. I'm sure we should be able to communicate better.
Okay.
Maybe via through a different name, which is Sky is going to obviously put up that platform.
Awesome stuff,
Yes.
man. Man, we truly appreciate your time. We truly appreciate your energy. And here at Sun FM Radio and TV, we believe and trust in, talent.
Yeah.
We know that it's not an easy road through the ups and downs. Support system is very important. And from me to you, bro to bro, I would say 2026 is going to be a big and better year.
Oh yeah.
That is end up from me.
Promising.
Definitely, it's coming our way.
Sure.
All right, so you can actually give us a line or two, a cappella wise, so that the ladies can feel special.
Okay.
Whoever is going to be moved out there can.
Okay, so I think we're going to play the video anytime soon. But
Yeah.
it's just basically, baby, I love the way you popoka, popoka, popo. Baby, I love the way you do that to me. I do that to me. Do. Kapena, it's the way you de sha. De. Baby, I love the way you. Happy Valentine.
Ah, man! I think you guys are like me, can we get some more of this? Hold on and check out the video. It's out. So, what's the video title?
Popoka. Yes.
So you can actually get the teaser there. So it's us complimenting a woman. Huh?
Oh yeah, sure. Just basically complimenting a woman. I love the way you do that to me. I love the way you to me. The way you dress, the way you smell, the way you look at me. It's just basically complimenting a woman.
Awesome stuff, man. Purpose.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you for coming through for a purpose.
For
Thank God for this purpose.
Oh yes.
Go out there, look him out on his socials, incoming, but obviously YouTube, Purpose Z. And obviously look out for a whole lot more great stuff from Purpose on Sun FM Radio and TV. With that said, it's a chit chat wrap up. Thank you so much for touching base. Till next time, bye-bye and happy Valentine's to you.
Thank you.
That was dope.